Alright, here we go. I got my camera up. So, we'll take a little trip to Lowe's here in Rincon. Between Rincon and Fort Wentworth. Alright, since it's a little short trip, I won't worry about locking anything but the bolt. The deadbolt here. Hopefully no one will unlock the door or anything. And you know, it's weird to know you lock the door, but then you come home and the door will be unlocked and the neighborhood watch. And so I'm a little mad with you. I might would shoot you a bird. But anyway. It's a little hot, so I'm gonna let the car cool off a little bit. Gotta turn down the music. Sure, I got the screw again before I leave. That'd be smart. Yep, there it is. Go right there. Now I need something smaller but longer as well. Because this one's too big. I don't want it to be too small, so it'll fit in the holding on the mount. Now, these are normal things you find when you do any job, especially in the Navy, and that's what this is what a real job looks like when you really get on one. Anyway, you run into little problems that, because of different manufacturers of different products, and sometimes you gotta get different screws and things like that. That's just general mechanical knowledge there too. And the point is, you gotta go with the flow, and when you're doing a real job, like, one of the things I remember them having in the division was a lot of different types of screws and stuff like that, in case you needed to use a different size screw or bolt or whatever you needed for the job. Shane sort of did, but was trying to work it out with you. And again, it knew that what you were doing made Shane cheat on you, and again, lie to you and everything like that too. I know. It knew, man. Like Shane said, and it might even knew that, even though Shane didn't, that doing that would get you pregnant. I know, but Shane didn't. Shane was just telling you what it was telling you to tell you. That's all I know. But see, you wouldn't know all the details either as to why she got pregnant. They were just having a lot of sex, but we weren't. We were doing it like once a month. So that's again why I just break up sex with you. I'll break it up with you after all that shit. I was tired of it. What to get you pregnant was just a fluke. But part of the curse again. I guess. And you let him. You let him manipulate us, Steve manipulate us, and now Scott, or you yourself. You're manipulating yourself and not wanting to believe the truth. But we can't change it if Patrick is lying. And denying it just ain't good for any of us either. Not even Patrick. A lot of people prefer the truth anyway than they'll lie. But most people judge them, prejudice them. Right? I apologize. And again, if I get that, I beat Satan. He says no. Sometimes, if you're real sensitive like I am, people from your past can sort of play in your psyche, and you can pretend like you're having conversations with them. And I do that sometimes, like Mary Bell or Scott or whatever, or what I would say to them if they were with me now. And that's just, again, acting, because I don't know what they're really saying and stuff like that. But I'm just dealing with it in my mind the best I can and try to be rational, even though I'm hearing all these voices and diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia or bipolar or whatever it is. But again, like I said, and I can't prove what it is or isn't, And that's why they just got me rated at paranoid schizophrenia 100%. And the same with the sorry fall. Now I'm at 10% for the pain, the scars, and stuff like that, and the actual injury. Because according to medical science, I should be, the entire left side should be paralyzed, and I should be bedridden, or if not bedridden, walking with a crutch, similar to my stepbrother little Roddy. And again, not able to move my leg, like little Roddy. Now, I'm not a stalker much. Only confusion with me and Sheena was because she wasn't hearing my side of the story, and I didn't know why she went so crazy on me, unless my shipmates were writing her, and sending her false letters from me and pretending to be me or something. Which that could have happened hypothetically. I can't prove it, right? Because, like I said, or she could have just, didn't like the content of my letters, or she thought I was too religious or something. I don't know. But or it freaked her out when I told her about hearing the voice. I thought I was crazy there too. I didn't want to seek God to hear His voice. Oh, but like I said, I became a little religious after I met her and sending her Bible studies I had from Christian Fellowship Church. And that's the point too. Alright. I need to find a screw that's a little bit smaller than this, a little bit longer, and I was going to see how to do it. I need to get a specific screw that's a little bit smaller but a little bit longer than this one. Reason is I'm trying to mount a ceiling fan, and the bracket is too small for that screw that I need to mount it on. But old light fixture. So I need one a little bit smaller and a little bit longer to access.
Is this the motor screw or is it?
It's the mounting bracket for the fan.
The mount bracket should be an 832. That looks bigger than 832.
Oh, because that's what was in the packet. So that's for the
That looks like the canopy screw where the canopy goes up to the bracket from the side.
Oh, from the side. Well, I have 4 screws for the side, and then 2, 3.
It goes right into the bracket, the box.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I have these here are supposed to go where you put the bracket on the mount to the light fixture itself, and then
light fixture, okay.
Right. And this is too big for my light fixture because of my screw holes. They're too small for the screw there.
Yeah,
they
I
won't
was
fit.
saying normally it's like an 832.
Right.
That's a 10.
Right. So that'll work if you can help me out with that. And I need to be a little bit longer than that one too. I don't know if you can.
Just need that one.
I need 2 of them, please.
This would look fine. This is 32 by half.
Okay, thank you.
One tile higher than this.
Just these screws, please.
133.
Okay, I got it.
Need a bag?
No. Sorry.
That's what. I'll figure it out. Alright, have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Pastor Davis there, reminiscing about him touching my ass and not wanting that to get out after the interview with Trinity 20. Of course. Not supposed to touch your sailor's ass, Pastor Davis. Oh, he's just standing in the hall with you. Sort of credits to the story, huh? Sort of looks like you also did preventive maintenance on yourself or something. Meeting a greater foe. Now, like I said, there's three things that could have happened with Sheena. My shipmates, because when you get a letter, or you write someone, or they write you back. Now, Sheena did write me at first, and everything seemed to go fine at first. Well, the thing is, though, if I get a letter from her, I got to go to the division to pick up the letter, Sheena. Now, if I started writing differently, in a different handwriting than I did previously, and all my Bible studies were handwritten and stuff like that, because I couldn't make copies on the ship. There's no real copy or anything, and stuff like that. I didn't know what was going on with you any more than you knew what was going on with me until we received letters from each other normally, right? Because you were doing your job on your ship, as I was still trying to do mine with my shipmates. But again, my shipmates were not working with me the whole time. That's not your fault. You had no way of knowing that. And I was trying to be careful about telling you mainly about myself, and try to get to know more about you, because we had a quick relationship of what's called technically a 3-day relationship with a little bit of sex towards the end. Now, I was also trying to make sure that you understood my purpose wasn't just to have a one-night stand with you, but to maybe marry you. That's why I was seeking God about the 2 witnesses and all that, and trying to explain that to you. And now, I don't know how you date, but I never use rude or derogatory statements towards anyone I date at all. Really, unless it's to make a point, like I'm doing with these people attacking me anyway, not knowing who they are, and trying to talk to them some sense about how to use the word properly, even if you find it a little bit offensive. And the question is, how offended are you by the word? Now, you cannot send someone to hell because A, you're not God, and B, you're just a human being, and C, the word is in the dictionary. One. Not all of them, like shit, for example, means human waste, but it also could mean shit as in stuff. It can also mean shit as in trouble, and it can also mean different things. Right? Bullshit means you're lying and stuff like that. But the thing is, the word itself is just a word. Now, do you think God is up there in heaven monitoring everything we say the way the disciples presented it? And if we say the wrong word, He's going to swat us with a fly swatter and send us to hell? I don't think so. That's making God a tyrant. And I don't think God is the tyrant here. I think it's Satan. Now, I don't know what's specifically going on with me. I can't convince you of anything I've learned if you're listening to people of today. And the disciples didn't want to tell us everything about Jesus verbatim that He told them. Which is why John wrote the book of Revelations and mentioned that when he saw Jesus in heaven, not only was his appearance angelic, but he also had female breasts, by using the Greek word mastois, which is only associated with a female's chest and never a male's. Now, some say it might have to do with an overweight male's, but even that looks a little feminine for the guy, right? That's the point. Now, some people like body shame, stuff like that. Now, I'm disabled for a reason. I don't care what you call me, but I'm doing my best, and sometimes I have good days, and sometimes I have bad, depending on how I exert myself. That's why you see me moving at a much slower pace now than when I was younger, too. Now, I used to could run the mile itself in about 4 minutes. Meaning, they had a PT test for us one time, and I did so good. I got a letter from President Bush congratulating me on a perfect, above average score on my scores in the running, the push-ups, the sit-ups, and everything we had to do. And now this is just done, I think every year to 6 months, somewhere in there. I forget all the details. But they would have the PT test, which is physical fitness, to make sure you're physically fit to be in the military. Well, I was excelling at that. I was having trouble with my shipmates, but I was doing real good as far as the physical part of the military. I also did well in boot camp in A school before I got to the ship too. I mean, you can't get to the ship unless you're, working with everybody up to that point, pretty much normally. And again, that does show signs that the problem developed after I got to the ship in the Navy, not before. Because I also was having some sleeping problems, and I went to the hospital to find out if something was wrong because of the car accident again, referencing that and trying to figure out why I might have some neurological problems that was surfacing when I was in the military. So they did the standard CT scans too, like Memorial did, but I don't remember what happened with Memorial at all. That's a complete blockout for about 41 hours until I was released. And I remember getting out of bed and rolled down to the waiting area, and then my mom picked me up in the white Ford truck, and we went on home because the light green Oldsmobile was totaled. And then they showed me the car at the up by Springfield. I could even show you where the car was, stuff like that. Now again, back home, so gotta get the things I need for now. Door's still locked, good sign, because alright, made it safely back to the house. More voice.
Bolt on.